What is going on, everybody, and welcome to a very big episode of Trading to Glory. This is episode number 9 already, and it's the first full release day of FIFA 19 on this Friday. Now, the video will go up on Saturday morning, but I want to go ahead and show you guys what's working really well right now for me making profit already today. So essentially, what I do is I can find some of these guys that are going for a lot due to the new Player of the Month Squad Building Challenge. As you guys can see, ELYYT here, he's going for like 3,800 coins, guys. So it's kind of like our Sunday bidding method, and you go over and you just search it, and you start bidding. And as you guys can see, I've got them a lot for I got a lot of them for much cheaper than what they actually go for. So 3,800, maybe we list them all for like 3,400 here, and we're making a lot of coins on that. So let's go ahead and assign all, and we're gonna go ahead and list these guys up for a nice bit of profit for sure. And this isn't the only card that it works on. This is just one of many examples. So we're gonna go ahead and list this one up for 3,400 coins right there, and I'll go ahead and list up one more for 3,500 coins, and then we're gonna go ahead and list the rest of them one at a time, just so we don't flood the market with ELYYTs at the same time. So let's go ahead and send those to the transfer list. We'll hold on to them, and we'll see how long it actually takes for these guys to sell, for these ELYYTs to sell. And it might have already sold. It looks like they have. They're already selling for 3,500. Easy as pie. That is super easy profit for us. We're making 2K on the cards that we bought for the most amount of coins. Just super easy. We could probably sell it for 3,800, honestly. Let's go ahead and list them for 3,800. I said I'd list them one at a time, but it looks like they're selling quickly enough anyway. So 3,600, 3,800, and 3,700. We'll see if those end up selling. We also got an Oriel Romeo for 800 coins. That card's gone up quite a bit. He's dropping right now, though. We got a couple Pedro Obiangs. So in this episode, I'm going to show you guys a lot of filters that you guys can use in terms of sniping, because there's a lot of new sniping filters that are really OP right now, and then also the bidding method I'm using to make quite a bit of coins right now, which should put us over 600,000 coins for the first time on the Trading to Glory. Anyways, guys, if you're enjoying this series, make sure to slap a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you are new for more trading tips, squad building challenge guides, the Trading to Glory series you're watching right now, and much more FIFA 19 content. This sniping filter here is exactly how I got that Romeo card for super cheap. You go Spain, Premier League, CDM Gold. The cheapest one on the market is going to be Pedro Obiang for about 1,900 coins right here, guys. If you can get him for 800, good deal, but we missed him on that one. But he goes for about 1,900 coins. That's what he sells for. But there's tons that go for much more coins. You've got Obiang, who's the cheapest, but then you've also got Ibora, who goes for like 5K right now. You've got Romeo, who goes for like 5K right now. And I believe there's one more that can actually you can actually snipe, and it's not really Cesc Fabregas. I think I'm thinking of somebody else, but nonetheless, those three work very brilliantly with this sniping filter because they all go for about 2,000 coins at least. So you set the filter at a max buy now of 1,600. You just start searching, and you're going to miss most of them because there's a lot of people on the market right now. You're going to miss most of these cards, but the ones you do get are going to be very decent profit. We pick up one for 1,500 on our second search. Even though it's not a huge amount of profit, I mean, making 400 coins that quickly can really add up. And we know they sell for 1,900 coins pretty quickly. See if we can get another one there. Almost got that one for 1,000 coins, and we're getting very close to hitting that 600K mark, which would be absolutely awesome. And we're making coins so quickly right now that maybe we could get up to like 650,000 coins by the end of this episode. Possibly more if we can get lucky on a lot of snipes or find a really good trading or sniping filter. That would be brilliant. Let's see if we can get one more of these cards to pop up at least. Let's go for at least one more of these cards and see if we can get a snipe. Spain CDM Gold Premier League. That's just one filter I've found. Another filter I've actually found is right back and then go English and then go gold in Premier League. Right back, English, gold, Premier League. The cheapest one, I believe, is like Joe Gomez or Trent Alexander-Arnold, the Liverpool guys, and they're like 1,600 coins. But if you get lucky, you can get that ELYYT card who's going for a lot, because what happens, guys, is Flipin SBCs raise the prices of these cards because Flipin SBCs are never actually the cheapest solution. That's the thing. They're never actually the cheapest solution. We get another card there for 1,300 coins. So we're going to go ahead and list that back up for 1,900. And it'll sell pretty quickly, I imagine. Let's go ahead and check what has sold and what needs to still sell. But that is a very effective sniping filter there. We only got a Pedro Obiang a couple of times there. But if you get lucky, you can get yourself one of those other guys like Ibora, or if you can get Romeo, I believe. Yes, Romeo. Romeo, I listed up for a little bit too much there. Should have listed for a little lower, but we got him for 800 coins. We'll probably still be able to get like at least 3.5k off that card. And then ELYYT just sold for 3,800, which means that we're probably about one snipe away from hitting 600,000 coins. Let's go ahead and quick sell something in our club just to see exactly how many coins we're on, because sometimes it doesn't exactly refresh immediately when you're searching when you're trying to check how many coins you have. So we'll just go ahead and quick sell this guy, and we have 599,000 coins. We're just going to go ahead. I'm not even going to cut it. We're just going to keep going and snipe one more card and see if we can get ourselves to 600,000 coins before the end of this clip, because I really want to hit 600K here as soon as I possibly can. And there we have it. We've got ourselves a Pedro Obiang for 950. We need about 800 coins. We'll list that up for 1,900. That'll sell within about a minute, and there we have it. 600,000 coins, just like that, guys. 600,000 coins, just like that. Awesome. Now that we have 600,000 coins, and I've been doing this method where we snipe those Spanish CDMs for a while now, and we built up well over 600K. I was up to about 625,000 coins, and I ended up selling them and then going ahead and getting our next investment. Now, we got to get a lot of these coins into investments, and I'm a little late to the party now because I've been pretty busy over the course of today, this Friday, and I've got training here that I'm going to have to leave for in a few minutes, which will last a few hours. So, you know, I've been very busy, so I haven't been able to capitalize on a lot of the great deals, but I know that this is going to work out for me. I bought 5 Lucas cards, all for about 5,000 coins, guys. 5, 5, 5, 2, and then 5. So 2 of them for 5.2K, but I know this is going to work out, guys, because he was 20K just yesterday. Why was he 20K? Obviously for the Lucas Player of the Month SBC hype. But nonetheless, guys, this card is still going to be more than 5.2K, and I do feel like he's going to start rising again soon. Now, I wish I would have more than 5 of them, because I know this is going to work out pretty well for me, and I feel like maybe even by tomorrow he'll be up to like 7,000 coins. So right now it looks like this Lucas card is going for about 5.5 thousand coins. So we're not getting crazy great deals on him yet, but I think in the near future this card will have risen well above the price that he is listed for right now, well above 5.7 thousand coins, because all the panic sellers will have already sold and the supply will have been gone from the market. So the demand is going to stay the same, especially even maybe rise as we get closer and closer to the next weekend league. So think about it, guys. Lucas has got a lot of supply right now. Why? Because everybody's panic selling and undercutting because Lucas wasn't required for the Lucas Player of the Month SBC. Similar to how Sun was last year. Everybody was anticipating it. That's why I always tell you guys, sell into the hype, so you don't end up like these guys, where they buy them for 18,000 coins and have to sell them for 6K. Don't end up like that guy. But we're going to make profit off of it by buying them as many times as we can for, you know, around this 5.5K mark, because he's still a great card. If you guys take a look at his actual stats, guys, and he's rising as we speak. I mean, if you look at these stats, this is a card that people will use in Weekend League. It's got 92 pace. It's got 85 dribble, 74 shooting, 75 passing, and 4-star skills. Now, granted, the weak foot's not great, the physical's not great, but nonetheless, he's an 82 rated card. People are going to use that, especially given the fact that he's Premier League, he's Brazilian, and he's Tottenham. Those are all great links in addition to the card. Yes, if Lucas was in the Chinese league, it wouldn't be that great of a card. It wouldn't be 6,000 coins. It might be like 3K, but he is. He is in the Premier League. He is Brazilian. He is Tottenham, and all of that stuff adds to the price of the card and adds to the value, because as we enter the first weekend league, the majority, I wouldn't say majority, but the largest league in terms of weekend league is Premier League. That's what most people go with. Now, obviously, you can go with Bundesliga, and you can go with Calcio, and you can go with La Liga. I think La Liga might be the second biggest, but Premier League is the most used league. So Lucas is definitely going to be one of those meta cards that people use, and that's why I really think that this Lucas card is going to work out as an investment for me, because I think he'll recover, and we see it every single time a card crashes. They do recover. They don't get back up to what they were beforehand. I'm not expecting them to be 20K, but I am expecting a few thousand coins profit on this card. So I got to go ahead and put all 600,000 coins of these, or at least a couple 100,000 coins by the end of this episode, into certain investments that crashed today in preparation for Weekend League this upcoming week, guys. I gotta go to training, so it's gonna be a couple hours in between this clip and the next one, so just letting you guys know that, and fade away now. I'm back from training and continuing on our thoughts from earlier. Picking up a lot of those Lucas cards and putting our coins in investments has to be our next move after we do the kickoff SBC. We've already completed one of them, but we want to complete all of them. We got this guy listed up, and then we've got all these Lucas cards. Got a couple more Real Romeo cards, 500 and 800. So I'm going to list those up here soon. But we got 10 Lucas cards, and my snipes have been on recently. I got this one for 5K, this one for 3.9, not bad at all. That one for 2.9. Says, you know, say less. There we go. Easy money on those. And then we just completed the kickoff bronze with all players from the club. So I didn't have to buy a single player for this SBC. We used players that were from the bronze packs that we got right at the beginning of the games, and we've opened a couple bronze packs throughout the course of the first week of the game. So we had some guys. The rares that we had aren't on any chem. This guy's even playing outright meta as a goalkeeper, but we conveniently had a couple of Japanese guys and a couple of Swiss guys, and then we had that link between the Irish guys. Everybody else isn't on really great chem, but we only needed 60 chemistry, so that's not an issue at all. And we get an all-silver player pack, I believe, which will help us complete the next SBC, which will give us a gold pack, and then completing all of it will give us an Electrum pack. So let's see what we can get in this pack. It's taking a while for stuff to load right now. It seems like the servers are really, really bad today. See if we can get ourselves maybe a decent rare silver card, though, that might sell for a little bit. Brazilians right now are going for a lot. We've got ourselves a CDM from Villarreal. At least we did get a player from one of the big leagues from La Liga. So he could possibly sell as a 74 rated card. It's actually, oh, okay, so we do get 6 or I thought it was like a 25k pack, but for silvers. I did not expect to get 6 rare silvers out of this. Not bad. Morrow Jr. That card's going to go up in the future for something. I know that. All right, we're going to go ahead and keep these guys, maybe use them in the next SBC. We're going to complete that, and then we're going to get into our investments because prices are pretty dang low right now. We've got a couple of gold packs incoming due to finishing the kickoff SBC. So we've got, I think, a 7.5k pack, and then we also have an Electrum pack. Which I don't actually really know what that pack is, but I guess we'll find out here in a second. I did get market banned a couple minutes ago, and I'm finally back on the market, which is good, but it's very annoying. I sent out a tweet to EA Corey and EA Zaro, Mr. Zaro, who I really love those guys. They actually do so much for the community in terms of making the game better. It's the first kind of time we've ever had somebody from EA actually care about the community, which is something that we're not used to, so we don't want to abuse it, but I did send them a tweet saying, hey, this is a problem. Getting market banned is too common. We're not robots. We're just trying to use the market. And I really just hope they do something about it. I'm willing to make a compromise, you know, like just a better CAPTCHA system is what we need, you know, a better CAPTCHA system. Why keep us off the market? Why not just make us do that CAPTCHA every single time? Something like that, you know? So in this pack, we ended up getting Yoshida, Mexer, Ziegler, who Ziegler might sell for a little bit, given the fact that he is a Dutch player and he's also in the Prem, so maybe it doesn't look like he's selling for much. But I do know Emmanuel Moss was selling last week. He's not going for too much anymore, but I'm sure we'll still be able to get at least 1,000 out of him. Not a great pack, but you can't expect too much from that kind of pack anyway. Next pack we've got is an Electrum Players pack, which is 12 players, 6 gold, 6 silver, and only 1 rare. So that's not really a good pack either. So can't really expect anything from this one either. It's probably going to give the rare card on the silver anyway. Hey, at least we did get the rare. It's Jarstein there from Hertha Berlin. At least we got an 82 rated card. I mean, it's one of the worst 82 rated cards to get, but it is an 82 rated card. So we'll go ahead and add those to the club most likely. See if we get... Oh, Abora is actually a good pull. Abora, one of the non-rares that goes for like 4,000 coins right now. We know that because we were just trading with him. What a coincidence. I literally just went to check the price of Abora to list him, and we got another snipe for 850. So, pretty easy. I've listed up my Lucas's cards right now, not to get bought necessarily. Well, yes, to get bought, but not for his actual price. I'm listing them up for lazy buyers every hour because this is what you should always be doing with your investments. No matter what, you should be listing up all your investments for way more than what they actually go for, because every now and then some idiot's going to come around and lazy buy your card for 3,000 more coins than what it should be actually bought for. So that is what I'm doing right now with the Lucas. I still got a couple of those guys to list up here in a minute. I'll do that. But this is what I want to talk about now in this segment of the video. I want to talk about ones to watch cards, guys. I want to talk about their prices and how you trade with them. Briefly. Now, it's not going to be a full in-depth guide, but it is going to be everything, really, the basics that you need to know in terms of OTW cards. Obviously, they're dynamic cards, and they're going to fluctuate based off of how they play in games. So, if this Higuain had a great game, and he got a hat trick for Milan. That means he's probably going to get an Inform, which will be an 89 rated card. If he gets that Inform, this card automatically changes to that 89 rated. Now, most of you guys already knew that, but what you guys might not know is the times to buy and the times to sell. The best times to buy and the best times to sell. So that's probably going to be asked on this video if I weren't going to talk about it. When do I buy said Inform? When do I buy Jorginho? When do I buy any of these cards? And the answer is very easy. It's one of the most straightforward cards in the game. It's very easy to know when to buy and when to sell OTWs. They're actually some of the easiest cards to trade with week in and week out. And this is going to be a staple of the Trading to Glory series because we are going to be trading with these cards a ton. So Jorginho is an example of a OTW as well. He's going for about 70,000 coins right now, but Chelsea play this weekend. I don't know if they play on Saturday or Sunday, but normally it's Saturday, so I'm just going to assume that they're playing on Saturday. And Jorginho gets 1 assist and 0 goals, which obviously is not really enough for an Inform. It's not enough for an Inform. So Jorginho's probably not going to get an Inform, and everybody knows that. So they're going to sell their Jorginho cards because he's not going to get an upgrade. And that's when you buy. It's simple as that. You go ahead and buy when these games are done. The best times to buy are on the weekends, on like Sundays and Saturdays. They take a big drop every single weekend. So this is something I talked about before FIFA 19 even came out. I dropped an OTW trading guide, and we looked at what the prices were every single week and which days were they the cheapest. So based off of that analysis, guys, I found that Saturdays were the cheapest by a long shot. Sundays were not too bad, and Fridays actually were surprisingly not the most expensive day. But it was actually Thursday. Thursday and Friday were normally more expensive, but I would expect Friday to be the most expensive. It actually wasn't. It was actually most of the time Thursday. But for the most part, you guys could still sell Friday. Don't worry about it. It's a very, very small difference. But ultimately, Saturdays were super low. This is because 90 to 95% of the OTW cards every single weekend will not do anything, okay? 90 to 95% of them won't get a hat trick, won't get 3 assists, won't have a clean sheet and a goal, something along those lines. They're not going to do that. Only like a few of them every single week are going to do that, which means the majority of them will drop in price and only a few will rise, which is why those prices are so cheap on Saturday. Now, another day during the week that I noticed that it was actually kind of cheap was Wednesday. And for a minute, I was like, why would they be cheap on some Wednesdays? Not even all of them, just certain Wednesdays. And then it dawned on me. That's when Team of the Week comes out. Why were they cheap on Wednesday? It's because people might be like, okay, Jorginho had 1 goal and 1 assist. Is he going to get an Inform or not? That's kind of on the fence, you know? You don't know if that's going to get an Inform or not. And then they keep buying this Jorginho in preparation for him to get an Inform, and then he doesn't. And he crashes in price. And then that's why I realized on Wednesdays, that's why some cards, why the overall OTW market was cheap on certain Wednesdays. So overall, guys, the best days to buy are on Saturdays after their games are over. And if they have a game on Sunday, then it's obviously after the game on Sunday. And then sometimes if they're like on the fence for an Inform and they don't get it, buy it on that Wednesday. So those are the staples, the basics, and really what you need to know to really make profit on OTWs. Now, I could go way more in depth in terms of talking about ones to watch cards, but I think I should save that for a ones to watch video in itself, a ones to watch trading guide. But I'll leave you guys with that within this Trading to Glory. We still got a little bit to do tonight, guys, but if you guys have been enjoying this video, make sure to slap a like on it. I would greatly appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and you haven't subbed yet. That would be absolutely awesome. And check out my Twitch stream, guys. I'm going to go and plug that right here in the middle of the video. Check out my Twitch stream. I stream every single day that I can, sometimes not on Wednesdays, but pretty much every other day. I stream on Twitch, and I stream this Trading to Glory live, and I get to interact with you guys, and I would love to see you guys in the chat. So, yeah, links down below. I think I might finish off the episode with this. We just went out and picked up a 9 golden for 97,000 coins, which I know he's been down to at some points during the day, but given the fact that his next cheapest is 110,000 coins, I know he's getting bought at around like 108, 109. I thought 97,000 was a pretty good snipe, and we'll pick him up as an investment as well because that's a card that got a OTW. And OTWs are going to be in packs for the next 10 days, not just a week like it has been in previous years, which means that this 9 golden card is going to be out of packs for that amount of time. And given that, we're going to have Weekend League next weekend, which is obviously going to bring up the price of 9 Gullen, in my opinion. So I think that's why this is going to be a great investment. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and send it a transfer list with our, I believe, 15 cards of Lucas. So right now you got a 9 Gullen there for 105k. I would love to see if that sells quickly or not. But right now our investments are looking like the, well, what we have at the end here. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys everything I've been trading with. A lot of Spanish CDM. A lot of Spanish CDM we traded with today. We're going to go and clear the sold items, so we just have the investments here. We have 15 Lucas cards because this is 7 of them there, and then we've got another 8, I believe, here, maybe 9, so maybe 16 Lucas at this point, and then also 1 9 Gullen as an investment as well, which I think will be easily be able to sell in a couple of days. There's no reason for me to go ahead and sell them right now, other than the fact that I will list them up for more than what they go for overnight, but there's no reason for me to sell them right now because we don't really need the coins, and we know they're going to go up in price. So unless I need the coins, I'm not going to sell a card that's going to go up. That's my you know, my outlook on investing. If you don't need the coins, there's no reason to sell them. So that's where we're going to end this episode, guys. Thank you so much for the support on YouTube recently, guys. We're up to 86,000 subscribers, which is absolutely insane because it feels like we just hit 80k a week ago. We actually did just hit 80k a week ago, so I guess that's why it feels like that. But that's incredible. We've never grown at this rate before. 100k is getting closer and closer. I would love to hit that before my birthday, which is in November. So let's get it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.